how I stopped to wait for people to come to save me. Yeah? So autumn 2022. Why I'm mentioning this year 2022? It was like turning point into my life. Like it was a part. It was the beginning of me becoming this Tyler Durden. Okay, my alter ego. Okay, my snapping brand. It was born in 2022. So autumn 2022. I just returned from abroad like 2 months earlier. I already could speak English. Like because I surrounded myself with English, I started to learn English. So I could speak a bunch of foreign languages. I graduated from university. I got a diploma, and I started to look for a job. Like interview after interview, opportunity after opportunity, and all of this was useless. Okay, I couldn't get any job. It was a scam. It was a time when I already start. All my those fake friends start to disappear, and I stayed fully alone. And I realized very good life lesson that in this life you only got yourself and accept your family. And it also depends, like some people they don't have family, some people don't have good relationship with their family. So basically you got only yourself into this life, because I was into this scam matrix society system. Go to school, make some friends, people are good, people will help you. Go to college, study 4 years. Oh, go get some relationship, everything gonna be good. Go get some job, you're gonna go and work, everything gonna be fine. The scam matrix society propaganda. So I fell for it like everyone. And until I realized like very good life lesson. Doesn't matter how good you are to people, to your friends, you're gonna be betrayed, maybe. Everyone just using you for their own purpose, for their own good. So actually no one wanna be out there for you. Even you were there like a friend to help them every time. And this story is very funny. Like my friend, like one of my friends, when he just returned from army, he was fully broke. He was depressed. He was sad. He saw like he just have me and another his friend with who he was just drinking. Okay, so I already had a car in that moment. I was a student. I saw he's depressed. He's my friend. I went to the his house every day. I was taking him with me with my car. I was to university with me, to the cafes. I was paying for the cafes for everywhere. I was taking him everywhere with me, so he wasn't sad. Okay, but when he bought the car, he didn't even call me. He didn't even reach out to me like you're alive, you're not, bro. Like I didn't say I want something from them, not at all. But you know what's funny story? When he just bought the car, he got those guys with who he used to be friend like 10 years ago, maybe. And he didn't call his best friend, man, who was out there when he was sad, he was depressed, he was alone, he was broke. And when he saw me with those guys inside of the city, suddenly we met with cars. They start to run away from me. I'm like, who the fuck are them, bro? And I saw they're posting on Instagram some stories, and it was like the final turning moment. I got so disgusted, and I realized that my dad was right about them all this time. My dad was warning me, like, don't keep them around. They are not your friends. Why you are with them? I'm like that. I was growing up with them. If I don't gonna keep them around, they gonna think I'm arrogant. And these children, I wanted to be friends with them, but they were always sneaky. Like we live in the houses nearby. What's funny? Like this dude, he instead of come and call me, like my house is in the middle. Okay, for example, to call me to go to play football together or go to play PC games together, PlayStation. He could pass my house and go reach out to another one. And from the childhood, they were very sneaky. They could told me like, oh, you are rich, your family is rich, you live in a bigger house than us. Like you imagine how like they're full of hate, full of envy, like how narrow-minded they are. But I was very humble. I was the first one who got a car, who got a drive license, and I was open. I was oh, they are my childhood friends. I was taking them to the city to drive around with me, with my money. I was paying for gas, my car. I was paying for cafes, and when I needed all of them, I didn't need the money. I didn't need anything. I just needed someone called to reach out for me because I returned from abroad. I was sad. I was depressed. But none of them even call me. None of them even show up to me. Even their dad sometimes asking me, "Oh, where you did disappear?" Because they don't have a courage to come and talk to me. Okay, so That's the moment that I realized I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone to help me with the job. I don't need any fake friends. I don't need a girlfriend. I don't need anyone, okay? I got me. I got my family. That's enough, okay? And every time I'm trying to have some faith, trying to change my position, every time I'm getting disappointed again. And this month, no, last month maybe, May, it was the final turning point that I was right all this time about people, about this modern relationship, about this modern friendship, that everyone's trying to scam you, everyone trying to gain something from you, everyone trying to use you. That I'm like, thanks God, I realized all of this when I was just 21 years old. So now, thanks to universe again that it doesn't allow me to be around the fake and bad people. It removes the bad people from my life, and I can fully be focused on my career, on my dreams, on my personal brands, on my books, promoting my businesses. And I reached that point. Like some people, they don't even go to another city, to neighbor city, without any friends. If they don't know anyone out there, they are so afraid. I have so many experiences of living abroad all alone. I was cooking for myself. I could go to the pharmacy for myself, and I had a temperature 40 degrees Celsius. I was burning. I was almost dying. But I was going under the rain. It was cold. I remember last year, April, Serbia, Belgrade. I was there. It was very cold. I was going all alone by myself to the pharmacy. It was cold, it was raining. No one was there. I got only me. I was cooking for me. I was cleaning for me. After all of these, fully solitude in the foreign country where you don't speak language, you don't know everyone, you don't have anyone out there. But I realized if not my previous solitude experience when I got disgusted of everyone, I removed any fake people from my life. I don't think like I could fully live out there all alone or not. So it just I already had experience. Yeah, here I got my family. Yeah, they can help me somehow. If I feel sick, yeah, they will help me. But again, when you don't have friends, you are not into relationship. Like you lost all your faith in this society. You realize you got only you in this life. When you realize it, nothing is scary anymore. You are not scared. You are don't feel fear. I could go outside all alone in the middle of night, and even like I could go to the stores, I could talk with anyone. I wasn't afraid at all. Okay, I went to foreign country to Bosnia all alone, man. It just was a fun and cool experience. Like but it only can happen when you realize that you got only yourself in this life, only you. Okay, so for anyone, if you feel lonely, maybe if you're alone, you got betrayed by friends, you are not into relationship. And why I don't like this relationship, friendship stuff now? Yeah, like I heard before. Yeah, I was depressed. Like why? Like God, like why? Like every time I'm around bad people, I don't have good relationships. Yeah, I don't have good friendships. Yeah, everyone try to use me, try to scam me. Now I have this motto and I have this philosophy. Like I think if you're a good person, if you're interesting, ambitious person, if you don't have hate inside of you, if you don't harm other people, if you're a good person, it's other people loss, okay? It's never your loss, okay? It's every time other people loss if you don't have you. If they don't wanna be friends with you, if they don't wanna be into a relationship with you, their loss, okay? Now you gonna understand who you wanna keep you around or no. It's always their loss, it's never your loss, okay? They had the opportunity to be with a legend. So it's always their loss. And if you dive into so much psychology, society, philosophy, you gonna realize basically who got a bunch of friends, they are the most fake people. They are the people with bunch of faces, bunch of personalities. They see some people, they act differently. The next day they see other people, they change their fully personality and they act very differently. They say something, they do different things. So with experience you're gonna realize it. So if you're a good person, it's never your loss, okay? Better just you got yourself, your family, that's enough, okay? So don't be depressed, don't be sad about that anyone left you, that and don't expect anything from people anymore, okay? Just build you, build your career, build your money, build your status. And after you're gonna be around the people who actually worth your time, your energy, and let universe remove all those scam bags, okay, all those evil, all those manipulative voids, all of this from your life. Just let it go, okay? Let it be. Just be you, fully yourself, focus on you. Improve your health, do fitness, work out, learn a bunch of things, read good books, become writer like me. So that's it. And for everyone who wanna support the channel, who wanna drive into this, like how to escape loneliness and boredom and turn it into power. So instead of being lonely, being sad, being depressed, I wrote an ebook. It's very useful. It helped already many people. I gonna leave into the description. If you wanna support the channel, and if you wanna improve you as a and if you wanna improve your mindset, change your mood, change the point of view that you got about loneliness, I gotta leave it into the description.